Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, you know, people get in arguments all the time. But nowadays, it seems like an argument is just a prelude for something more sinister to happen, you know, after it's no more time for words. And you see this in men, and especially nowadays, you start to see this in women, which is scary. You know what I'm saying? The story I want to talk about today is out of Trenton, New Jersey. Shout out Trenton. And it's about this woman here who tragically lost her life. And when I say she tragically lost her life, man, this is bad. The other day, this woman, Miss Caldner Bell, aka Miss Carolyn, may she rest in peace, 67 years old, got into an argument with this woman right here, Lord have mercy, Asia Brown, age 47. Across the street from her home, she was walking, and after the argument with Miss Brown decided to take her SUV, mash on the gas, run up on the curb, hit this woman, and in the flurry of her rage, crashed into a house, damn near knocked the wall in. If that's not bad enough, after she ran this woman over, she backed up and just booked down the damn street, left her for dead. And she did die. It's crazy how people just nowadays just lose their stuff for the craziest reasons when you can just walk away. Or in the case of Miss Brown, your dumbass could have drove away. Here's the story.
In Trenton are stunned after a well-known member of the community was killed in a deadly confrontation. It happened yesterday afternoon. Authorities say it all started as a fight that ended when the victim was run over by the suspect in an SUV. New Jersey correspondent Trish Hartman is live in Trenton with the shocking details. Trish.
Well, Sarah, this happened right across the street from the victim's home. Authorities say that the victim was standing right over there when a woman in an SUV jumped the curb, struck her, and then crashed into that house. The driver fled the scene and was later caught. She is now charged with murder.
I can understand, you know, frustrations. I can understand angers. I can understand everything in that nature, but nobody deserves to go out like that.
This Trenton neighborhood is mourning the loss of 67-year-old Caldner Bell, who went by Carolyn. Authorities say she was run down by a woman in an SUV yesterday.
I ran out to see what was going on, just trying to make sure there wasn't nobody hurt. And I had seen Ms. Bell under the vehicle.
The Mercer County prosecutor says around 4 p.m., Bell and 47-year-old Asia Brown had gotten into an altercation along the 1400 block of West State Street. Then Brown allegedly got into her Lexus SUV and drove onto the sidewalk, hitting Bell. The SUV continued up onto the lawn, hitting the home of Gwen Greenfield.
I ran in the house. I got the phone. When I came back, it was people all over the lawn. They were screaming, and they were like, you know, call 911, which I already did.
Bell was taken to Capitol Health, where she was pronounced dead. Authorities say Brown left the scene and continued driving through a closed construction zone where police noticed the SUV had a missing bumper and a flat tire. Brown was stopped and taken into custody.
My aunt was Trenton, New Jersey, man.
Family and neighbors of Bell, also known as Alley Cat, say she had a larger-than-life personality and was well known in the area.
She looked at everybody as like her grandbabies or her nephew or her niece or little brother or little cousin. She always looked at people as what they were, people.
Again, Brown is charged with first-degree murder and leaving the scene of an accident. She's being held in jail pending a detention hearing. We're live in Trenton, New Jersey. Trish Hartman, Channel 6, Action News.
All right, guys, that's the story of this lady, Asia Brown, 47 years old. Now you facing the rest of your life locked up for running somebody over. You ran over a lady, I'm more than sure you knew, over a disagreement, that walked with a cane and couldn't get out the way of you just mashing the gas, going from the street to the sidewalk and driving her all the way up to the thing and hitting the house, then backing off and leaving. You fucked the house up and destroyed this woman's life. Look at this. Now this happened on April 1st, so that was last Tuesday, right? Story just broke yesterday. Said at 4:12 p.m., Asia Brown got into an altercation with Caldner Bell in front of West State residence apartment. Mercer County prosecutor Janetta Marbury said, Brown then drove the Lexus SUV over the curb, straight Juggernaut style, onto the grass area between the roadway and the sidewalk and struck Bell with her vehicle. After striking Bell, Brown then continued to accelerate the Lexus onto the front yard. So basically, she ran her over. I thought she hit her and drove her up on the grass, and the car eventually hit the house. So she hit the woman on the sidewalk part, you know what I'm saying? And because if you look at the tire tracks, it looked like she turned and went up there. So she ran the lady over, right? And while she was accelerating, and went up and hit the house after running the lady over. You know what I'm saying? So the lady wasn't near the house. The lady just ran over. She hit her and just ran her over. Then it says, Brown then fled the scene. Police later detained her following a traffic stop. Bell was taken to the hospital, said she was pronounced dead shortly after. This woman's charged with murder in the first degree, leaving the scene of a motor vehicle accident resulting in death. Vehicular homicide on purpose. If that is not some Juggernaut shit, I don't know what is. I told you before, Juggernaut Real, Juggernaut Dangerous. An argument. And women are doing this shit. I'm big against women fighting. I don't know why. That shit do not do nothing for me. First of all, they look stupid when they fight. And number two, a lot of them are mothers and grandmothers. And if women are teaching, acting like this in the street, and kids are seeing this, and a woman is the feminine aspect of mankind, where the emotional and loving, supportive type to keep men from doing this shit, which is in our nature to try to kill each other. What we got left out here? If women are acting like men out here, what do we have left, honestly? Then you look at her face. She looked like she's sorry for what she did. And I mean, this is not all women. I'm just talking. There are a lot of women out here. And guys, we see them in relationships sometimes. Say stuff. Oh, I didn't mean it. Do stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have did that. It's like they never think. Never think. And she exudes this type of behavior. All gas, no motherfucking brakes. And proof of that is she fucked somebody's house up. What do you think about it? Knocked the damn living room part in and then drove off like it wasn't nothing. Oop, I fucked up. Let me leave. And it's the part that's crazy. You see people do this, whether they men or women. They be so mad. They go out, lose their cool, try to obliterate somebody, cause additional damage, and then run away. Just run away like you're not going to get caught. Oh, I'll figure it out later on. As soon as that demon jump off your back that drove you to do what you do, all of a sudden, there you is in the corner. Woman's dead. Respected her in the neighborhood. First of all, everybody got stuff in their life they need to be working on instead of getting mad and doing crazy stuff to risk their freedom. Would you agree or disagree? The woman you killed was walking with a cane. So she had some type of situation where she was halfway whole. And here you come, no, nothing, just thinking about that or just thinking about, this woman's, 20 years older than me? What you arguing with her for anyway? You could have walked away or drove away, but you didn't. You chose to drive over her, hit a house, and then drive away. Look where you at. At any given time, we are in our current position from an action that we either did or did not do. And look at you now. How can anybody feel sorry for you? And I'm more than sure she's been locked up for a while. She didn't have that reality moment of, I'm not going home. I shouldn't have did it. Too late for that. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Miss Calden the Bell. May she rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? An argument shouldn't lead to this type of stuff. And I mean, people are going to have disagreements. But a long time ago, man, it seemed like people knew it was certain lines that they didn't cross. And if the argument started getting to a fever pitch, somebody would just stop talking. Nowadays, everybody want to talk, more than the other person, it's like a lip wrestling match that actually turns physical. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.